Since 2017, I've been on a journey of not just developing my art, but also more recently building an art business from the ground up. The thing that's made the biggest difference for me is doing something, however small, every single day to take me closer to my overall goal. We often wait for large chunks of time to either paint or draw, and while those can be incredibly productive, they're not always practical, especially for those of us who are building a business alongside other major commitments like a full-time job, a part-time job, or having a young family at home. But big blocks of time aren't the only way to grow an art practice. Smaller pockets of time can be just as valuable. Since 2017, I've often only had 20-minute windows to dedicate to my art, but doing something every single day, no matter how small or insignificant it seemed at the time, has brought me to where I am today. Now I'm fortunate enough to have more time to focus on my business, but those early days and those consistent pockets of effort laid the foundation for my current success. I now have 4 income streams from my art, including selling commissions, running an Etsy shop, earning AdSense from my YouTube channel, and offering tutorials. I plan to keep on growing my business and improving my art, but I truly believe that those 20-minute habits were key to getting me here. No matter how busy you are, I truly believe you can find 20 minutes a day to dedicate to your business. Yes, it takes time. Building a business is definitely a long game and you need to be prepared for it to take years. I'm still in the process myself. My sales and followers aren't where I want them to be just yet, but that's okay because I am realistic with my expectations, and that mindset has helped me to stay committed and focused. I promise that with consistency, those 20-minute sessions can lead to something bigger than you might imagine. Don't waste your 20 minutes figuring out what to do. Have this planned out well in advance and go in knowing exactly how you'll spend the time and what you want to accomplish. At the start of each week, identify your main goal. For example, if you want to rebrand your business design, break it down into smaller tasks for each day of the week. You can work through a to-do list during spare moments, like while cooking dinner for the kids, on your commute, or maybe during your lunch break at work. Personally, I like to grab a notepad and just jot down my weekly tasks while I'm making the kids' breakfast on a Monday morning. Just carve out a small pocket of time that fits in with your schedule. Using the rebranding example, here's how you could structure your week. Day 1, you could do some research on logo ideas on platforms like Pinterest to gather inspiration. Day 2, choose your colour scheme and the fonts you would like to use. Day 3, decide whether to design the logo yourself. You can use software like Canva, or you might want to outsource it to a freelancer on sites like Fiverr. Day 4, create the logo yourself or send a brief over to your freelancer. Day 5, design some business cards using the logo you've created on a printing site like Vistaprint. Day 6, update your social media profiles or website if you have one. You can put your new logo and colour scheme or fonts on them, or alternatively, you could announce your rebrand on social media to let your audience know about the fresh new look. I left Day 7 open in case anything on those 6 days during the week takes a bit longer, and you can see how breaking everything down into smaller tasks throughout the week makes it manageable while still leading to a significant result by the end. The key is to make your daily and weekly tasks manageable, so by the end of the week you feel accomplished and ready to tackle your next goal. Don't set yourself up for failure, keep things achievable. This leads me on to my next point, the importance of setting goals. Simply just doing 20 minutes of random tasks won't get you far without a clear structure. That's where goal setting comes in. I like to set goals for the entire year, but don't worry if you don't stick to them. This can sometimes put people off creating the goals in the first place. You can always adjust them along the way. The key is having a plan for what you want to achieve and how you'll get there. This will give you direction and help you to stay on track. A solid plan creates a strong foundation and allows you to take action, and then plan your next steps accordingly. Stay organised by using tools like Trello, Notion, or a bullet journal if you prefer to use pen and paper in order to track your goals, tasks, and progress. The goals that you set yourself will obviously vary based on where you are in your business journey. So what works for me now may be different to what works for you, but try to choose a system that suits your style and use it to monitor your progress and the steps needed to achieve your goals. Remember that your goals should be personal and aligned with your current stage in your business. This allows you to focus on what matters most for your own growth and success. Focus on just 1 or 2 key priorities at a time, as this will allow you to make faster progress towards your goals than if you try to tackle too many things at once. If you spread yourself too thinly across multiple tasks or objectives, this can dilute your efforts and slow down your overall growth. By narrowing down your focus, you can dedicate more energy and resources to what truly matters. For example, when it comes to social media, instead of trying to be active on every platform, choose 1 or 2 that align best with your goals. If you're an artist, Instagram and Pinterest are excellent platforms to start with. Instagram allows you to build a visual brand and engage directly with your audience, whereas a platform like Pinterest can help drive traffic to your work by using its powerful search engine. By focusing on just 1 or 2 platforms, you'll see more effective results and avoid getting overwhelmed by trying to manage too many at once. Ensure that your workspace is fully prepared and ready to go before you begin. Have all your essential materials easily accessible so that you can grab them without wasting time. Don't waste time searching for the perfect canvas size, trying to find your laptop charger, or hunting for any other tools that you might need. By having everything set up and ready in advance, you can make the most of your 20-minute time and maintain your focus. If, for example, you have a commission or project to complete, breaking it down into manageable tasks helps. This will help you to stay on track and make it feel less overwhelming, allowing you to tackle it step by step. For example, when I receive a commission, I'll break it down into smaller steps and make sure that I have all the materials I need ahead of time for each of the steps. So on day 1, for example, if I plan to sketch the outline onto canvas, I'll make sure that I have the canvas, reference image, pencil and rubber ready. And on day 2, if I prepare my palette and apply a coloured ground to the canvas, then it can dry overnight so that on day 3 I can begin the painting. I continue breaking the painting process into manageable chunks to complete them daily, but it's important to set realistic goals with this. So make sure that you tell your clients the project will be ready in, say, 4 weeks rather than 3 to give yourself some breathing room. If you do have any additional time during the day, in addition to the 20 minutes you've set aside for your art, this could be while you're commuting or driving to work, then maybe think about how you can use this time productively. For example, instead of listening to the radio, try listening to a podcast. Some great ones that I would recommend are the Art Coaching podcast, the Learn to Paint podcast, and the Laura Horn podcast. These are not only packed with valuable information, but they also serve as a source of inspiration for me. And whenever I listen to one, I just feel energized and motivated to dive back into my work. Podcasts are also a fantastic way to build your skills as an artist. They often offer tips on painting techniques, and they introduce you to different kinds of mediums and provide insight into the business side of art, such as how to sell your work or to approach galleries. While 20 minutes a day may not be enough time to complete an art course or engage in any kind of extensive learning throughout the year, it's still plenty of time to listen to half a podcast and gain some useful knowledge. Consider participating in online art challenges like Inktober or Sketch a Day. The structured nature of these kinds of challenges provides a clear focus for you, which just makes it easier to stay motivated without feeling overwhelmed or overcommitting your time. And not only will these challenges help you to build momentum in your practice, but they may also offer you an opportunity to connect with a larger community of artists. You could share your work on social media, which is going to help you to gain visibility, receive feedback from people, and also find inspiration from fellow participants. These daily prompts can also push you to explore new techniques, experiment with different types of mediums, and develop the habit of making art as a regular part of your routine. My final tip is to repurpose any content that you create. If you spend your 20 minutes a day filming a section of a painting, then think about repurposing the footage for use across different platforms. Could you maybe turn it into a video for Instagram or Pinterest, or even use it as a product video on Etsy? Just keep in mind that each platform has different aspect ratios and file size requirements, so tools like Canva could help you to format the footage correctly for each template. The secret to the 20 minutes a day approach is to keep your goals small and achievable. Success won't happen overnight, but those 20-minute chunks will build a foundation that grows with you. One day when you have more time, maybe when your kids are older or when you can reduce your hours at work, you'll already have built a strong framework to expand upon. If you are on your journey of building your art business, I would love to know which stage you're at. Please let me know in the comments below, and hopefully we can encourage and motivate each other.